Zatch Bell. And pretty soon, P. Diddy's gonna join R. Kelly and the Slammer, and they could both make a collab album while in prison. They get titled with A Match Made in Hell. There's defense mode, switching attack mode. And I remember liking this particular anime more than Naruto and One Piece. I'm talking about Toonami's dying days in the late 2000s. There's way past Dragon Ball Z already ended at this point. Tenchi, Zoids, Gundam, all the popular animes that were on Toonami had finished and went away. And what we had left wasn't much. I remember the only other two animes besides the three I just listed, the One Piece, Naruto, Zatch Bell, was a freaking tennis anime of all things, and JoJo. So yeah, we didn't have much. They didn't have much, much to go there. But they did have three great ones in One Piece, Naruto, and Zatch Bell. And the order for me goes exactly like this: Zatch Bell, Naruto, One Piece, in that order. Now, I don't know what was it about Zatch Bell that I liked. I don't remember the anime because I haven't watched it in so long. And I was like, why the hell? And I remember me liking it more, and that being like my favorite out of the three, and the one like I look forward to the most to watch. And I remember thinking to myself, and I can't remember. Like I remember it was like a little boy. Like they had like these like little boys with elemental powers that they had with these spell books with the human attached pretty much to them, and the humans had to say the spell to shoot their powers at the other one, and then they had to hit the book to kill them and all this stuff. And the Zatch Bell was like freaking like wearing a dress, but he's a boy and stuff. And I was like, why the hell did I like this anime so much? Because I even like sometimes I forget about it, and then I have to like every time I think about that time period about One Piece and Naruto, I always remember like, yeah, Zatch Bell, what was up with the anime? Then I saw an article recently. I forgot where it come from. I'll put the description in. I'll put the link in the description. It was either Screen Rant or Games Radar. I think it was Screen Rant. But I saw them saying, it was the title was pretty much Sorry Naruto One Piece. This shonen anime was the best one, out of the 2000s. And I'm like, and I remember as soon as I read that, I said, which one? Because the only other anime at the time I could think that was good around that time was Zatch Bell. But it's like, maybe there's an anime I probably never heard of. And sure enough, I clicked it, and he's talking about Zatch Bell. And that just got me thinking. I said, yeah, I did like Zatch Bell. Like, I actually agree with this guy who made it. Some people might take it as a clickbait article, but I remember like, I thought the same thing. I remember liking Zatch Bell better than the other two, Naruto and One Piece. So I started rewatching a few episodes. Only was able to watch like 7 or 8 episodes today. I was trying to get to 10. And damn, it holds up. Like now it all comes back to me. Now I remember why I liked the anime so much. The anime is funny as hell. I mean, like really funny. Like it's funny as hell, and it's when it's time to get serious, it gets serious. They don't do it the freaking Marvel way of joking around when they're fighting a tough bad guy, dumb shit that fucking killed the fucking superhero genre. Because I got sick of that shit way before everyone else. By the second Avengers, I was already done with superhero movies. All that joking around when they're supposed to be serious thing, and that turned me off right the fuck off. And it took fucking 5 or 6, almost 10 years later for everyone else to follow online and get sick of it. What about 5 or 6 years later? But anyway, let's not get off topic. Zatch Bell's funny, and it's serious, and it's heartful. It has heart. And you care about the character and everything. But then it's also funny as hell when they're like doing fillers and in between. And it's funny, and I'm just like, I remember why I love this anime so much. This anime is the freaking shit. And it's way easier to get into within the first 1 to 2 episodes compared to like One Piece, where people are damn near telling everyone who likes One Piece, they'll be like, dog, give it a chance. After you reach the first 100 episodes, then it really starts to get good. Like, why the fuck do I have to go through 100 episodes of horseshit just to get to the good part? If your anime is supposed to be as great as it's supposed to be, it should be hook you in by the first few episodes. It shouldn't have to take me that damn long. And Zatch Bell got me hooked within the first episode. I watched it for the first time in almost 15 years. Like, I haven't watched it since Toonami. And the shit holds up. But it got me hooked immediately. And I was watching every episode back to back when I could. And I'm like, this anime is the shit. Compared to, even Naruto was able to hook me in the beginning. Because compared to Naruto had its story, and One Piece, you're supposed to care about him like becoming the best pirate, because One Piece is just a pirate anime and Naruto is just a ninja anime. But to me, that's what I actually had an original story, where it was like about these Momotos that from another, I think another world or dimension or something, and every 1,000 years they all have to come. 100 of the children of the Momotos come to fight on Earth, and they have to find a human to attach to with their books, and then they all have to pretty much fight each other. They don't really kill each other. When you destroy each other's book, they just go back to the world. I used to think they died back then, but I guess I must have missed that episode. The episode number 3 would explain it. But it's a pretty damn good story, and it's funny and all this stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, this show hooked me in from the beginning. Naruto, within the first few episodes, you gotta got the hang of it. Naruto's a pretty funny character, cool character, a mischievous kid with a hard past, and that got me hooked. One Piece, to be honest with you, never really hooked me. Like I watched One Piece all the way to the end of Toonami, to its last episode, like the last official airing of Toonami. I watched One Piece and Naruto up until then. Whereas Naruto, I could easily see myself going back and watching and getting into it. One Piece is just, they have a freaking deer that turns into the Incredible Hulk version of himself, and the animals talk and they fight, and they have like a freaking Ace Ventura and a Speedo as one of the main heroes too, and all this stuff. And I'm just like, this whole shit's fucking goofy. They have the skeleton character that's goofy as hell as well and everything. I don't know, just like, it's cool to have goofy characters, but goofy characters are usually reserved for the side characters, not as one of the main characters in your team to fucking do serious fights. But then the whole character design is fucking goofy, and I'm supposed to just ignore that. That's kind of hard for me to do. I know everyone else seems to do it because they love One Piece. I have a harder time doing that. And that's what I remember on One Piece. I just remember all of that shit. And I also remember, like, why the hell do I care about him becoming the best pirate in the fucking world or whatever? Like, just because you want to be the best or whatever freaking genre or whatever thing that your anime world is in, why the hell do I give a shit about you being the best at it? I have to care about your character first, then I'll give a shit about you being the best or whatever the fuck you're trying to be. Like, I didn't give a shit about Ass Ketchum just because he wanted to be the best there ever was. I didn't give a shit about that. The whole him and Pikachu, the story between Ash and Pikachu, them not liking each other, and Pikachu being a dick, and and not listening to him and shocking him every 5 seconds. Then when the whole like raid of Spearow started attacking Pikachu and damn near about to kill him, and Ash, pretty much put his whole body in front of Pikachu to save him and taking the blows and everything. And then finally Pikachu, saves Ash by doing an electric shock against them, thunder shock against them, and then they all fly off. And then, then his whole storm, his relationship between Misty and Brock as it develops and everything. And then you really get into the Ash and Pikachu dynamic, and then you start to like Pikachu and you like Ash, and then you give a shit about him becoming the best there ever was. Like, why else would you give a shit about, Naruto if he didn't have the backstory about being an orphan and the whole Nine Tails keep getting him ostracized in his whole village, and everyone thumbing their nose at him pretty much and everything, and that kind of made him a mischievous kid that likes to do pranks and get attention, and then you kind of relate to Naruto there. And then this whole thing about being like a Hokage, then after you care about him with the story, then you care about him being Hokage. What fucking story does Luffy have? There's no story with him. There's no background story. You don't know where he came from, what his parents are, what his struggles are, nothing. He just wants to be the best pirate there is. He wants to get the One Piece to be the best pirate. Why? Because why the fuck not? And why am I supposed to give a shit about him becoming the best pirate if I don't know anything about the motherfucker? So that's the problem. I'm just saying that's the problem I always had with One Piece, and why I never got into it as much as Naruto or even Zatch Bell. Where the story of Zatch Bell is him pretty much, his father finding him in a field somewhere and then shipping him off to his son to help him get a friend or whatever, because his son is not getting along with anybody. And then Zatch Bell pretty much helps him get friends and has his back and everything, and then they learn to like each other. And then of course their story isn't about becoming the best, even though the whole story is about Momotos, on whoever is like the last Momoto standing out of the 100 becomes King Momoto of the world, of their world. The story isn't about Zatch Bell trying to become the best Momoto there is and be King Momoto. And the first episode, he's saying, "Oh, I want to be King Momoto, and you're gonna help me do it." Their story is the reverse. It's actually them just finding each other under weird circumstances, them becoming real good friends, legitimate good friends, and then finding out about this whole Momoto thing and finding out that everyone else with a book are trying to find each other, and these other motherfuckers with Momotos are trying to hunt you down along with every other person with Momoto and freaking destroy you. So this is the one true friend he's ever had in his life that's helping him get more friends and everything and all this stuff. And if they come and they try to go and kill off or pretty much defeat Zatch and destroy his book, he's going to lose pretty much the only friend he's ever had. So that's, you know, more of why there's not him trying to become the best, it's him trying to pretty much defend himself from these other motherfuckers and trying to survive and not lose his good best friend. So immediately I already like Kyo, who's the main character next to Zatch Bell down. And you immediately go to like both Zatch and Kyo because of that. And that's what makes you like this anime instantly. Just by me watching the first few episodes, I'm already hooked within just a few seconds. And the anime is freaking great. But compared to One Piece and Naruto I haven't, you know, fully watched. I mean, I never watched Naruto Shippuden is what I'm trying to say. I watched the whole original Naruto tournament. I watched all of that. But then once I got to Shippuden, I think that's when Toonami died off, and then I was already way too behind in Shippuden, and before you know it ended, and then Boruto and all this shit. And I started watching Boruto, and then I kind of got lost from there too. But at least for Naruto, I know there's an ending arc, like it ended already, so I could go ahead and watch that back, and then watch Boruto again. But freaking One Piece is still not finished. There's still 1,000 episodes, about to be 1,500 episodes strong, and they're just going and going and going, and still haven't found One Piece, and blah, 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 and just whatever. Hard to get into a show that's 1,000 some episodes long and that doesn't hook you within the first few episodes. No, apparently you need to go 100 episodes deep just to get hooked. So without a doubt, I can't, until I fully watch Naruto in its entirety, I can't say that Zatch Bell is, you know, better. But I just remember liking it better. I know for a fact I'm never really going to get into One Piece. And even if I do get into it, I'm probably not going to get into it as much as these other ones. I'm still going to give One Piece a shot at some point. But I know that if I start watching it tomorrow, I'll see you next year when I'm done. So I'm not exactly, you know, biting at the fucking, chomping at my fucking, I forget the expression. But I'm not fucking eager to fucking watch that anime and fucking waste half of my life trying to watch that stupid ass show. And it's goofy ass speedo characters and skeletons or whatever the fuck. If you're gonna have a skeleton character, how do you not make him freaking scary? You're gonna make him a goof? But anyway. Zatch Bell is freaking, I liked it better, and now that I watch it again, it holds up, and it reminds me why I liked it so much. I like Naruto too. I gotta rewatch that at some point as well. I can't say that Zatch Bell's better, but I can't say that I like it more, I prefer it. My kind of humor, and it has a lot of action. It has a unique premise. And it has, you know, high stakes and drama with the whole Momoto, and then everyone Momoto's pretty much gonna start attacking each other, and you know, and then he might lose his best friend. So the show, to me, I heard there's a Zatch Bell 2 supposed to be already out in the manga, and there might be an anime adaptation of that. I damn sure hope so. If Zatch Bell 2 really does come up with another anime and all this stuff, once I finish off the original Zatch Bell, I'm gonna be watching that because I really like this anime. And if it's Zatch Bell 2, I'm gonna be the first one watching it. The episode 1, I'll freaking beat it. And that's pretty much it. This is Attack Mostly back to the fence while I'm out. Peace.